Pound dollar daily forecast December 20th, fxempire.com. The pound dollar fell during the session on Monday as the markets went into the risk off mode. The pound does enjoy pretty strong support at the 155 level, as it is the start of what we actually consider a 200 pip thick zone. The bounce during the later hours of the session did form a hammer, which is supportive, but because of the risk off mode of the markets in general, we are not willing to buy this pair, only sell rallies, which we think could very well come. As long as we are under 157, there's really no reason to be long, and as the UK is so exposed heavily, at least heavily exposed to the EU, there's a good chance that the exports of the UK will dwindle as the EU is 30% of its market and is going into recession. This will put pressure on the UK economy, which by extension should put pressure on the British pound. The UK banks are heavily exposed to European debt issues as well, which also should continue to put pressure on the pound. We think ultimately the support will give way, but it could be a while before that happens, and as such, we're not willing to short at this level. The pattern does suggest perhaps a little bit of a head and shoulders if we can get below the 153, and if that happens, we will become aggressive sellers of the cable. We are sellers of rallies as long as we stay under 157 on any signs of weakness for a shorter term trade, and longer term, if we get below 153, we're selling and hanging on to about 141 as the measured height of the head and shoulders would suggest.